Katie Clancy, Chief House Hawker for the Cape House at William Ravis.
And I'm Sarah Lapsley-Martin of Team Martin Lapsley at Kinley Grover Real Estate. And this is What's Good Cape Cod, where we show you the Cape through the eyes of a couple of locals.
Every week, we tell you about a person, a place, and a thing that we think you should know about.
This week, we talk about a true Cape Cod rock star, a next level pizza place, and a cool new way to experience the outdoors on the Outer Cape.
All right, so let's get right to it. So let's talk about our person this week. So the rock star person this week is Sarah Swain. There's a lot of ways to know Sarah. I think the first way I met her was when in her band, Sarah Swain and the Oh Boys. Tried to actually retire last year, didn't happen. She had this big swan song, nope, still playing. But then I went to the Cape Cod Women's Music Festival that she runs, and I realized, first of all, it was amazing. She's trying to bring all these women musicians out in the limelight, really trying to get especially local people out there in the music world. But also the funds were going to Cape Wellness Collaborative, which I didn't know anything about until I went to the music festival. And then I was like, Cape Wellness, we've talked about before, I think, on the show. Cape Wellness Collaborative is an organization that helps in the short, the punchline is helps Cape Codders with cancer feel better by giving them access to adjunct therapies that are not, that insurance typically doesn't pay for. So they've got practitioners in massage, yoga, chiropractor, all that stuff that people use, and it's awesome. So she started that, and she's literally a rock star, and her whole family's famous. Her kids, they sailed, last year sailed up and down the East Coast, and they started a whole ocean plastics awareness thing. Her two daughters, and her husband is Steve Swain of the metal artist at Frying Pan Gallery, which if you've ever seen any of those little metal fish sculptures, they're all over restaurants on the Cape. And actually the pull handles at Cape Cod Beer, he designed.
And that's her husband. Wow.
That's her husband. Yeah. So they're like, woo, super famous. But anyway, Sarah is she's just got a heart of gold, and she knows how to use it. She is really a person you need to know on Cape Cod.
And to go see and watch her play.
Absolutely. You cannot sit still. It's like rockabilly. You can't sit still when they are playing. It is so much fun.
So our place this week is Pizza Barbone in Hyannis on Main Street, one of my favorite places. The owners are Jason and Allie O'Toole and their little son, Clark, who will I'm sure be working there someday soon. He's only 2 now, but we got a little while. So one of the really cool things about this pizza place, there's a lot. So one of the really cool things is that their pizza oven, when you go in, it's a true work of art. It was handmade and actually shipped here from Naples, Italy. And it's covered in little hand painted glass tiles. And if you've seen it, it just kind of glows in the restaurant. It's a true work of art. So that's a really cool thing. Another amazing thing is that Pizza Barbone, they're on Main Street in Hyannis. They don't really have much garden area, but they've created a rooftop garden on their patio upstairs. So they have, I think it's 8 beds. They're self-watering containers. So they have tomatoes, beets, carrots, onions, and whatever it is that they grow up on their roof, they actually are bringing it down and plating it for the customers. So, it's roof to table right up there.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, exactly. Farm to table, but actually roof to table. And they do such an amazing job. Now they have catering that they're doing. So they have a catering truck. They have a huge portable wood fire pizza oven, and they have a mobile bar cart too, which is, they're just so adorable as well. So they're really trying to get, they're doing a lot of catering, whether it's small backyard parties, which they're really doing now. They're doing like these micro catering events. So it's if under 20 people, to try to work through this pandemic, eventually get back to weddings and, bigger.
No, well, so I actually want to tell you, my friend
Yeah.
got married last month, during
It's a
whole
small
shutdown.
wedding.
Did a teeny tiny wedding at the church, and then Pizza Barbone came to her parents' house, and they had their teeny tiny wedding party. That's all she wanted to. Was funny, even before COVID, she's like, all I want is Pizza Barbone at my wedding.
Yeah. And she got it. I mean, that's a good thing to want. It's truly amazing. And they're just such a sweet family. And they actually, last year, when I went to, they had a pizza making class. So you actually went in, they taught you how to make pizza. So you literally they gave you the recipe, you made the dough, you rolled it and everything. And we made pizza there. And then we got to take home the pizza, and we got to take home dough and the recipe. So I'm sure at some point they'll be starting the classes up again, but it was just such a great experience to go in. We had wine and appetizers, and then made these pizzas with our family.
Love that they're just forward thinking, they're innovating, and they're adapting and rolling with things all the time, no matter what's going on. And that's why they're successful. Also, their pizza,
my favorite,
really good.
The pistachio pesto, obviously my favorite.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, so everyone get in there, visit them, and try out. I mean, and even their salads, because, like I said, things are coming from the roof. So it's really fresh.
Oh, this is exciting, you guys.
Yeah.
Our thing this week. So every once in a while, Down the Cape sends us somewhere to go do something amazing and then come tell you guys about it. And this time we were sent on a tour with Logan Kinei Tours, and we went out on the National Seashore. Sarah, why don't you tell us a little bit about what we did? Tell everybody.
It was amazing. So our tour guide, and he owns the company, is Sean. He truly is someone who just loves nature and loves showing people places that he loves. So we were at the National Seashore, and our walk went through Coast Guard Beach. So we started out, it was something that everyone could do, because we did an hour walking tour. He does more intense tours that you can do really intense, but this was nice. We had Katie's daughter there, and it was fun. So you walk through the forest, then you'd come out and there would be just the gorgeous ocean. The views were over the top.
Marsh. We went through 3 different ecosystems.
Yeah, the forest,
right?
Yeah, the forest, the marsh, and then to get out to the beach and just see the rolling waves come in.
And the seals, we saw seals.
Yes, we were a little worried about seeing a shark after that, but we did get to see a
I was
seal.
kind of hoping.
Really cool.
And it was really cool. And so we got to talk to Sean and get to know him a little bit more too. And the passion that he has for this is pretty intense. And he has a whole other aspect of it that we didn't get to experience with breath work and mobility. So this, I thought, would be a real great connect for athletes who are traveling, yoginis who are traveling, who are like, I want to go really connect with where I'm traveling. So I work out at the CrossFit gym, and I love that. And we had a lot of visitors. I think this would be an amazing thing for those athletes to come. You're going to work out hard, you're going to play hard. But what did you say, Sarah, what was it that you heard him say?
So one of the quotes that I wrote down that he said that I really liked was, starting the day or ending the day with this, it's just goodness. And I really liked that.
Yeah. And he has these early morning tours. We really can just go out and just.
The other thing is that it's truly, custom tailored. So it could be a group or an individual. And that's the thing. It can be intense, or it can be a laid back with real breath work on the beach. So I think that's the other thing, is whatever you're looking for, he can work around that. And truly,
yes, he had mentioned he'd
taken
a photographer out for a dune shack tour, and that was a whole different experience. And he was saying he got to see it, from their perspective. Anyway, highly recommend that you guys go check out Logan Kinei. And I will absolutely do this again and bring friends. It's very, very cool experience.
Agreed. Highly recommend. We loved it.
So that's it for this week. But if you keep watching us, before long, you'll know Cape Cod like we know Cape Cod.